I would now like to look at Instagram. So it's really strange. You know, Instagram launched in 2010. It's actually really, really new. And it's just been a phenomenal since it started. So it launched as a photo app and received 100,000 users in its first week. And imagine that. Don't you just wish you started Instagram? It got sold to Facebook for $1 billion in 2012. Yeah.
How much is it worth now?
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, they're quids in. Yeah. To have bought it for 1 billion, yeah, that gives you an idea of what it's probably worth now. So active monthly users worldwide is 700 million. That stat needs to be updated. I need to do it. Is monthly, yeah. That was in April 2017. And I think more and more people are using Instagram more and more and more. So one of the things about Instagram is that 60% of users log in daily. So it's a funny one, Instagram, considering it's so new. Facebook is more of a powerful platform in terms of what it can do, in terms of finding your audience and getting your ads in the right type of place. But actually, the volume of users in Instagram is actually greater. So the mere fact that the two platforms sit together and you can, what I've just explained as an engagement, you can actually do that through Facebook Business on Instagram. Through my own personal experiences, I have found though, when I advertise directly with Instagram and not through Facebook Business, I do get slightly better results. I'll be lying to say that that's across the board. I've just found that specifically with my candles. So it's because they're such a visual product. I think that would be one of the reasons. So 100 million posts per day, 4.2 billion likes per day, 40 billion photos posted to date. And all these stats are from 2017. So 33% of internet users use Instagram. And the average user spends 25 minutes per day on Instagram compared to the 20 minutes you saw on Facebook. So actually, it's kind of more popular. Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt. So the brain processes images 60,000 times faster than it does text. And that is the key thing you've got to remember about Instagram. All of us standing in this room, usually if I'm running a workshop, there's some, for instance, a care home, that wouldn't really, Instagram wouldn't have been the preferred platform. It would have been Facebook, because it's more like a newspaper. But actually, for everyone sitting in this room, if you are selling something that is visual and you're selling something that's got really strong, any strong visual element to it, Instagram is going to be your best platform. And on top of it, 93% of all human communication is visual. It's just something that people can relate to. 90% of information sent to the brain is visual. 40% of people respond better to visual information than plain text. And if you think in the world, for instance, I'm dyslexic, there's millions of us, even people who are bipolar. Yeah. Just so you know, where we really appreciate visual information. Yeah. So that's for me one of the reasons why even I have gotten into Instagram as well. And even on a social element, there's something more endearing, I think, for me, of like seeing what you're up to and seeing a photograph. Even with WhatsApp, like I saw your photograph and thought, oh, that's your nan. And it made me think of, okay, my grandmother. I'm just saying, do you see what a visual does? I looked at one photograph, thought, made me think about both of my nans, how they passed away. And do you see from that one visual, my thought process had gone into about 10, 20 other places just from seeing one thing. So visual stuff is just, the power of it, don't underestimate it. And the mere fact that anything visual, not whether it's Instagram or any other platform, video is cheaper. Guys, if there's anything that I can promote from today in terms of your content, it is video. You've got to crack the barrier. You've got to. Yeah. So 10 times higher than Facebook. Well, that's not hard. 54 times higher than Pinterest. And 84 times higher than Twitter. I think when Instagram came into play, Twitter took a big hit. It really did. Like, they've even increased the amount of characters that you can use on their posts. And I think now you can start uploading images as well. But it definitely took a big hit because everything was about a tweet, where now you've got the visual, you can't compare. So 60% of the top brands on Instagram use constant filter. I love the filters on Instagram. I've had pictures that I can't stand in myself, and by putting a filter on, it's like, oh, wow. Posts will multiply when hashtags are performed. So there's also the whole hashtag culture that's come about that Instagram has created as well. Posts with the location tags have 79 higher engagement than posts without. So location, I don't know if any of you are putting location tags, yeah. It's absolutely key. Instagram posts that include both the hashtag and location tag see even higher engagement. So it's just the leading technology when it comes to social media at the moment is Instagram. So you've got a single dominant colour, opens up background. This is all background information that's in your booklets that you can go through outside of this workshop, but it just gives you a real eye-opener into what Instagram can do. But one of the things that I want to look at is a few case studies. I love a case study. So you've got the Cinema Light. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this. It's quite a popular product now on the internet. That blew up on Instagram. That is how they marketed that product, and it got as popular in the amount of sales that it did. I absolutely love this one, and I can't get over. Do you know how much these biscuits cost? They're £15 a box. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, is it like? See, when I first saw this case study, I thought that was a ridiculous price, personally. Yeah, I thought that was really high price. So can you imagine, just from putting text and a personal message on a biscuit, what the value of it goes up to? But you could never put that on Twitter or somewhere and have that visual and get the effect of, oh my God, that's such a nice thing to do. And it just shows you what the power of visual can do. So you can do product demonstration. People in the restaurant trade and food have been really benefiting off Instagram and Instagram stories, by the way. They've been cooking, they've been demonstrating things. I think when Insta first started, it was visual. Now what we're seeing is it's moving visual. I think it's even straying away from its original photography, and it's gotten much more into video. And because you can do the stories, they can last as long as you want. But if you're posting, it can only be a minute on the advert. Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah, but it's the visual of the product demonstration that there are businesses that have blown up. Next time when you think of beautiful things, don't forget to count yourself in. And the amount of shares that one product got was phenomenal. And even though it got shares and people will say this business grew from Instagram and you can use Instagram to build multi-million-pound business, yes, you can, but they would have advertised. Yeah, the ad would have come up on people's timelines or within their Instagram page. It didn't just appear there through hashtags, to be clear. But you can see that if you was to try and sell that in a supermarket, it just wouldn't work. If you just saw the box, just being able to see the visual and the text, the text is clearly displayed. And think about it, it's just typewriting. Like for what they're selling that biscuit for, how much does that biscuit really cost? And that's like typewriter print going into it. So it's just showing you the power of what a visual can do. So what to post? Quotes. Quotes work really well on Instagram, by the way. My page for Straight Talk to Success that I've started is going from strength to strength. I put motivational quotes out every day. In the new year, I'm putting a range of motivational videos out that people can see. People really love anything with quotes and motivational tips. So even for you guys with the health and beauty, again, you can post, you can schedule, by the way. I use an app called Later. There's loads out there. You can schedule for like a whole month for N&N Gifts. I'll show you when I log on. My Instagram is all mobile phone. It's not desktop friendly at all. It's done for your phone. But I got posts, because my candles have got inspirational messages on there. I've just got loads of lifestyle pictures of my candles and then a quote that goes with it, and a daily quote goes out every day. And I got quite a lot of following from doing that exercise. But then since I've been doing paid advertising, there's not much point because I'm still getting followers through the paid advertising that I'm doing now. Behind the scenes photographs, what you guys are doing with the beauty, if your clients don't mind. Wouldn't it be great if you could do an Insta story and filming the bride coming in from being stressed to what she looked like finally at the end of the day? Or even if you could film that and put that in chunks out there. Question, polls. I've had clients that when they're writing their own book, they've done things like done polls to say which book cover looks better. You'd be surprised at how many people answer. You'd be shocked to know. Good content from other people, your blog post links, offers and discounts, competition announcements, events information, testimonials, success story, funny snippets from your life, video, fill-in blanks, interesting facts, sneak peek photos, old popular content, recommendations. it's just such a great content platform, because you can put text on there, you can put imagery on there, and you can put photo on there, but you're limited and it's mainly all visual. And that's the main thing that I love about it. Whereas Facebook, there's so many things going on that page. You've got reviews down the side, the timeline. it's much more diluted. So one of the things, and this is in your pack, and you should do this, is put together a posting plan. And this can be used for any of the social media platforms. Yeah. So, one day might be about workspace, a piece from your portfolio, share a recent blog, motivational Monday, snapshot of daily routine. If you create a posting plan of topics that you'll send out daily, it'll be easier for you to create your content. And then there was the app that you was telling us. Yeah. In the beginning. So a posting plan is really, 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 really key. Showing off one of your clients, you've got an example of a posting plan there for you. When to post. So, strangely enough, the best days to post on Insta are Monday and Thursday, but that's not strictly saying that you only post on those days, by the way. They just have high traffic days. Like, even for me, being an Amazon seller, and even if I sell stuff on eBay, Sunday's my best day by far. By absolute far. It dies down on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday you get some sales. Thursday it starts to pick up. Goes completely dead on Friday. Everyone must be going out for drinks. Some way gets a little bit busy on Saturday and just peaks on the Sunday again. So it's Sunday and Thursday, I would say, like even as an Amazon seller, that you'll get a bulk of your sales coming for the week. Best times, 2 a.m. and 8 to 9 a.m. 2 a.m. you've got the latecomers coming home, and sometimes people that get up at 4 and 6 will see what you've posted at 2 because it's a quiet time. 8 and 9 a.m. that's the time people are going to work and they're on the train and tube. And 5 p.m. the same thing, they're coming back home. So be calculated about when you're posting, depending on your target audience. This is an overview. Your target audience could be mums at home. That's not going to apply. So just be mindful of it. It relates to your target audiences. Best hashtags to use. So the best hashtags for marketing are hashtag social, hashtag branding, hashtag social media, success, entrepreneurship, anything motivation works really, really well on Instagram. But these are Google top Instagram hashtags. Because again, don't forget, everything you're doing on social media, Google's watching you to see that you're an authority, you're producing content, it's getting responded because you're ranked higher. To be fair, everything you do in digital marketing does link back into SEO. And even though people keep talking about social media, when all said and done, especially local businesses, if someone's looking for your service, they probably are going to look you up on Google. So it is important that you still get your ranking on there. But Facebook's just a lot cheaper way to do it than your Google cost per click on there. So businesses versus personal. I had to look at this when I first started. It depends on your industry and target audience. So choose the right profile to maximise your success. Have you guys got business Instagram pages, or is it personal? You've got two separate accounts. Okay, yeah, because to be fair, you are your business. Yeah. So you're still branding yourself from your business one. Do you know what I mean? Whereas and then Engis, I don't brand myself at all, if you see what I mean. It's all about the product and nothing else. I don't put anything about me on there. So the business, where the cons can just be being labelled as a business, may lose visibility in an algorithm. Insta does like seeing more personal content than business, but at the same time, if you're posting something you're personal, you don't want to get the two mixed up anyway, so it's just a con that you've got to live with. So you can lose natural reach with an audience. So personal is better reach for organic reach, use of third-party tools for tracking engagement, better for visibility on Instagram's algorithm. So that's how you see a lot of socialites, for example, getting so high up on Instagram because they're using their personal accounts because they're branding themselves. So it might just be something to think about, that you do still keep building your personal Instagram pages up.
I do my hair and makeup on my personal, but then the salon stuff I do in True Beauty.
Okay.
But then True Beauty is also linked to say that she does hair and makeup.
So it's really part and parcel then, which is perfect, yeah. It just helps with the algorithms. Obviously, if you're running a business, you are going to prefer that your business Instagram account is separate at the end of the day, because, you know, you want to, but it can be separate, but you can still be putting personal content out about yourself. Yeah, I think even with you, Milou, the hormones, I think life case studies would work really well on Instagram of anybody. I think you should try and get some clients that would be willing to work with you on some of their issues, and it might be that you coach or consult them, and then you can profile them as living proof of what you're saying, what the transformation can do. It's social proof as well. And doing that on Instagram would be really powerful because it's just the perfect platform for it because it is so visual. So Instagram for business, what's your social strategy? Increase product sales, drive traffic to your website, communicate, promote or listen, provide solutions, have a consistent style stroke filters, focus on one niche per account. So think about you both do really well on Instagram, you've got a good Instagram. You really need to think about what is the purpose of your Instagram. If it's to get sales, like are you putting promotions out there like every Tuesday? Like there might be a quieter period that you have and it might be on that day you put promotions out. Like have you ever noticed that all restaurant chains have got vouchers for Monday and Tuesday because it's their most quietest days? So if you've got a strategy of what you're using Instagram for and it is for you to turn your followers into customers, you should be driving either traffic to your website or a landing page, or you should be putting offers out there, promotions out there to get them to convert off your page and actually do something with you. So every week, really, you should be putting some form of promotion out there. The 7 steps of building followers. Show what you do in a creative way. Create a complete profile with your skill set keywords. Be consistent. Engage with users, initiative participation giveaways. Use the highest hashtag and track your results. Change web link in bio for different promotions. That's really key, by the way. And use testimonials and mention customers where possible. So if you're mentioning customers, then obviously that includes them and it will keep getting shared. Again, it's building links for your SEO and it's getting you more of a profile and getting shared. It's just establishing you as an authority. So all this is in your booklets. When you come to it, you'll probably go back to it. Always have a call to action. So if you're putting stuff out, whether it's book now, get 10% off, always have a call to action. And that is a good way of driving. See, even though everything's on Instagram for you, you need to start driving them to somewhere. Yeah. And that's what it is. Yeah, yeah. You need to drive them. You need to drive them to somewhere. Instagram stories, share all your moments of your day in addition to any pictures. This does take a lot of time and dedication, to be fair. So I think you all need to think about, okay, what stories would I share? And because you've all got clients, and if you found the 2 case studies to work on, I would use them as your stories. I'd use your clients as your stories. Try and just do 1 story a week with one of your clients, especially the wedding ones, because there's just so much. That's a story within itself, really. It's like a love story. And love sells. Remember I said everybody loves a story. I remember that. So live examples for social proof. Nando's are excellent at it, by the way. And they use it to get product reviews and testimonials. And it's a great way to drive traffic to their website and sell indirectly to followers. So the Nando app, for example. So as you get bigger, that's where you can drive traffic to. You could be driving traffic to your app. You've got a lot. You've got a lot. You should be driving traffic to your. Do they book through your app?
No, I don't like that. The reason being is because I like to be in control of my diary.
No problem. So what does your app do for them?
It gives them a list of services and does a loyalty. So
Oh, wow. Yeah, so your Instagram, I'd be doing something once a week that's driving traffic to your app. In your Instagram, that strategy that we put together of what you're putting out, I would definitely be driving to that app and using to that. That is a great way to drive traffic, a really great way. And if they sign up for the app, they've got to give their details, I take it, which would then link to Aweber. Which...
The reason being is because it's all appointment only, because because of the way my life is now, it is all, I go in on days that I can go in, and I'm not there 24/7. So my diary, I like to be in control of, because then I know when I can.
So is there no way that you can get around that? Because
I probably can,
yeah,
but then I feel like then I'm tied to that specific day. Has to be like that.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, the only thing is though, when you go something and you can't book, it's just like, well,
Yeah, I know.
What's the point?
I need to do that. I
yeah,
need
it's
to
like,
especially now that I'm
you
not
got
going to
somebody
be
else as
there.
well.
The fact that I was just about to say that, and it'd be a way for you to control her as well. No, but it would. You would know where she is.
Because I've had a few people call and say, we've called and you're always fully booked. And I'm like, what? Yes, it was free. Yes, it was free. And then
Yeah.
That's just what.
You'll be able to control the diary when you're not there.
Fully booked today. Yeah. So it's what she's saying on the phone.
Okay.
If my mum's not there and I'm not there, I've given her the trust to be my business.
Yeah.
I've given her full authority. You know?
And before you go off, you need to have some training sessions with her.
Yeah.
You really do. Like, you need to take some time, clear your diary, and
deal with the diary because then she'll just block it out. So she can't get access to the diary. You have to do it. Manage it.
yeah. And that's something you can do with baby. Your mum can do it. Yeah, yeah. But definitely, one post a week should be going to your app. I think for you, it's sitting down and just putting a strategy together because you've actually got, yeah. You've definitely got, like, when you said I've got an app, I'm like, you're kidding.
Exactly.
It's just putting it together, yeah.
Because for 7 years, I'm the only sole driven who does the business. I'm the business.
And I would say,
So I don't have anybody
You
around
need
me.
to read the E-Myth book.
you need to get yourself out of that function.
Yeah.
You have to get yourself out of function because your clients become dependent on you.
Yeah.
And you
That's
can't leave
just
them.
it.
And that's why one of the reasons why I don't post myself on my business page.
Okay.
I don't want to be associated with my business because if I'm not there for whatever reason, I get
True,
mad.
but you are your brand. So unfortunately, in the beginning, you do.
Yeah.
And then you create a process where you remove.
Train them from now.
Yeah, yeah. That's, have you not noticed? I keep saying to you, use the nails and get someone in to train them. Because this is your period where you've kind of got that guinea pig that you can be doing it. So, social proof. I love Instagram for this. This brand, Tens Co, they sell sunglasses. And you know they sell, so imagine that. Richard Branson didn't actually endorse this brand. He just wore the glasses. No, seriously. So, you know, anybody that, I know none of us are, I need to get a celebrity to burn one of my candles and I can take a picture of it. But yeah, social proof on Instagram, it will skyrocket. So if you have got anyone that's got social proof as either in your salon or maybe someone of a higher stature that you're doing their bridal for, anything like that, you definitely need to be getting phones out. Did you get any social proof or?
I had a lot of like celebrity clients that I used to go and do.
Would they be willing to go and do? Yeah, can you not reconnect?
I've tried, I've like tweeted and I've like, you know, messaged. But I guess I've forgotten now.
Yeah.
Maybe try influencers.
That's a good idea.
Influencers that are like top influencers. They live like in North London or willing to come there. That might be a good idea. Because influencers, the influencer marketing thing is huge.
Huge. Yeah, no, I get, yeah, no, but social proof is absolutely massive. That's another case study, tens.co. How to set ads up. Like I said to you, it's owned by Facebook. So you can do it in your Facebook business, and under placement in Facebook, you'll see that you can select just Instagram if you wanted to. Or I usually leave the connection type open because then Facebook, using your pixel, will decide whether it's going to put in Insta or Facebook and where to put it. But other than that, this page just gives you guidelines of resolution, size, the different call to action options that you can get. So again, this is something that you will come back for too when you're actually placing an ad, but you can do it through Facebook Ads Manager. So you've got the Instagram ads. I think everybody's loving this boomerang thing. I think everybody must know about that now, yeah. There's so many different little quirky things that you can do in the Instagram app, down to your layout, the boomerang, a hyperlapse, create your own time-lapse video. There's just so much creative stuff. And again, remember what I said, why people use social media? People like something that's funny. And these things are quirky, funny, they're cute. Especially what you guys are doing with hair and beauty. It's just a perfect platform for you. So Instagram tools, you've got a number of them. You've got Snap Widget, Tagboard. Tagboard will help you with your hashtags. Repost, where you can pick which post to repost. Analytical too, fonts, words, styling. There's a whole load. So I've given you a list of names, so check them out to see if they're applicable for you. But yeah, it's not just about being visual. It's what you can do to the visual on Instagram and manipulate it. That's what makes Instagram so special and unique.